It's a disgrace. He should be sacked. He should be fired. He should be frog-marched out of the United Kingdom. Absolutely disgraceful. How can you be the England manager and not sing the national anthem? How could you take a job that requires patriotism and an understanding of the English way of life and at the same time disregard its culture by not singing the national anthem? That is the nonsense. That is the nonsense that I have read for the past 24 to 48 hours. Lee Carsley, currently the caretaker, interim manager of England, potentially going to become the main man, stated ahead of the game, and was true to his word during England's game against Ireland, that he would not be singing the national anthem. As we know, he played for Ireland, and it is his decision to not sing it. But the flag shaggers, the sort of xenophobes, the strange people, as I like to call them, strange people is how I'm going to label them, have come out in full force, angered, fuming, frustrated. The Daily Mail here calling for Lee Carsley to be sacked by the FA today. His refusal to sing the national anthem is a betrayal, and he is not fit to be England manager. And it ain't the only one. That's the one we just read. There's also Mike Parry, who states that, "I find this shocking. England players heartedly singing the national anthem. Then in the middle, England manager Lee Carsley absolutely struck dumb." Well, he isn't struck dumb. He decided not to sing. And then at the end, England captain Harry Kane singing the anthem in full volume. Should Carsley be there? And there was also this absolute beaut from everybody's favourite GB News. The England boss Lee Carsley has lost the nation after insisting he won't sing the national anthem. What a disgrace. What a load of nonsense. What a load of absolute drivel. Drivel, dog whistles, and absolute nonsense. Said for a long time, England don't need an Englishman or a Brit, for that matter, to coach the first team. The England's women's team have been highly successful. And look who their manager is. If you don't know, just go and do the research. I'm not going to tell you. Just go and look. We have seen England be successful in other sports where our coaches and people that are... Go look at the Olympics. The amount of coaches Great Britain had that weren't from Britain. This idea in the modern day world that England has to have an English manager and he must sing the national anthem. No. Absolutely not. I'm a patriotic person. I competed for my country and I sang my national anthem when I won trophies. But you know not my great-grandmother, my grandmother who was great, this beautiful woman, God rest her soul, said to me when I was younger. I remember talking to her about people singing national anthems and wearing poppies and all of this. And all she said to me was that, in her view, people fought for the freedoms in this country so they could choose not to sing the national anthem, so they could choose to not wear a poppy, so they could choose to say no and do something different as long as it was in the confines of the law. And that's what's always stuck with me. I would personally sing it, but that doesn't mean I require everybody else to. And I'm mature enough and comfortable enough in myself to understand that. I have friends that support England, but won't put a flag up. I don't personally care. I have friends that were born in England, but don't support England's national teams, don't really support anything that would look patriotic due to their love of their heritage and where their roots are from in terms of their grandparents and great-grandparents and so on and so forth. Some people don't feel patriotic because of things the country has done. This is part of living in a free society. Now, what I am going to say before any of the flag shaggers call me out, I'm not stating that these opinions that you can see on the screen right now should be stopped. The freedom of the speech should continue. But I'm saying what it is a disgrace. If you want to say it, if you think they're right, that is entirely up to you. But from my standpoint, I cannot believe we're having this conversation. I've watched extended highlights from last night's game now. I did that after this morning's show. And England played some really nice stuff. And you know what's really funny? And the one that stood out to me the most was, I think it was this one here, that Carsley has lost the nation. The only thing that will lose Lee Carsley the nation when it comes to football, if we're being honest, is if we regress as a football team. If we play badly, if we lose games that we shouldn't, if he's picking the wrong players, if the style of football is awful. Most of us that support England's national team don't care what nationality the manager is. We don't care. I don't care if it's male or female. I just want to win. That is all I want. This nonsense is a disgrace. To wake up to this morning, the day after an England win, during the international break, honestly, it leaves a sour and disgusting taste in my mouth. We live in a free society so that people have the freedom to choose what they want to do. Trying to bully and force people, and ironically, these kind of right-leaning people always moan about cancel culture. They're doing the same thing now. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me what we have woke up and seen today. Now, a lot of you may agree with these takes, and fair play to you. Leave them in the comments. Let me know why I'm wrong. But if you can give me a logical reason backed up by facts, so I don't want to hear, in my opinion, I don't want to hear an opinion. I want to see some facts as to why Lee Carsley not singing the national anthem is a guarantee we won't win. And I'll throw you in a little truth bomb here. Look at all the England managers that have sung the national anthem who haven't won. So explain to me, in basic terms, like I'm 5 years old, like I'm really, really dumb, like I'm really stupid, like I was born yesterday, like the backs of my ears are soaking wet. I'm an alien who has just landed from Saturn and is confused. Explain to me how the manager singing the national anthem is going to help. Explain. Make it make sense. You know, some nations do well in sport, and their national anthem doesn't even have words. So there is nothing to sing. Yet they still win. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like when we tell people what countries they should play for. It's mad. It's crazy. Somebody's got Jamaican parents, an English mum, and a Pakistani dad, and they're good at cricket. Nobody is to tell them whether they should play for the West Indies, England, or Pakistan. That is their personal choice for what they want to do. And when they make it, we should all leave them alone. We should all leave them alone. And maybe I'm sensitive to this because my son is half English and half Irish. And if he's great at sport, and I hope that he is, he may have the choice one day to pick between England and Ireland. And I'm English, and I want him to pick England. But if he picks Ireland, I'll still be as proud. I really, really will. Because in the cold, hard light of day, this is sport. And it's meant to bring us together. And we shouldn't be pushing notions of segregation. When I was in Germany in the summer, forget a few incidents that you saw on the media amongst different fan groups. Everybody just got on so well and had fun. And it brought people together. So I'm just sick and tired of this absolute nonsense, this dribble, this vile, aggressive, xenophobic nonsense being pushed. As ever, look, leave your comments below. Make sure you're subscribing. But leave Lee Carsley alone. He's done absolutely nothing wrong.